Welcome to Karma's Harvest. Marcus thought hitting rock bottom meant losing his stolen fortune and being evicted by his own victims, but his greed was about to dig an even deeper grave. What happened next changed everything. Have you ever wondered what a desperate person will risk to reclaim an illusion of power? Just 24 hours ago, Marcus was sipping expensive wine in a luxury townhouse, completely oblivious to the fact that his new landlord was the leader of the victims he had scammed. Now he was shivering at a bus stop, clutching a cheap cup of coffee with nothing but the clothes on his back and a few crumpled bills in his pocket. The local authorities had escorted him off the premises, and his bank accounts were frozen pending federal investigation. The crushing weight of reality should have been a moment of reflection, a chance to accept his defeat and face the consequences of destroying so many innocent lives. Instead, it only fueled his arrogance. He felt deeply wronged, convincing himself that Eleanor and her coalition had stolen from him. But a seasoned con artist never operates without a final safety net. During the frantic days when he was laundering the stolen gym membership money, Marcus had quietly siphoned off over $1 million into an untraceable, cold storage cryptocurrency wallet. It was his ultimate insurance policy. The only problem was the physical location of the hardware key. In his supreme confidence, he had taped the small, encrypted USB drive inside the air conditioning return vent of the master bedroom in the very townhouse. He had just been evicted from. All he had to do was get back inside, retrieve the drive, and disappear across the border. He spent 2 days watching the gated community from a distance, memorizing the security patrol routines. He knew the electronic locks had been changed, but Marcus had secretly kept an emergency physical key hidden in the garden during his brief stay. On a rainy Thursday night, he slipped through the shadows, bypassed the perimeter, and quietly unlocked the back door. The house was pitch black and silent. His heart hammered against his ribs as he crept up the marble staircase, feeling a strange mix of terror and thrilling rebellion. He reached the master bedroom, stood on a chair, and carefully unscrewed the metal vent cover. His fingers brushed against the familiar plastic casing of the small drive. A massive wave of relief washed over him. The rush of victory was intoxicating. He truly believed he had outsmarted them all once again. He slept in a 24-hour diner that night, guarding the drive like it was his own heartbeat. The next morning, as soon as the doors opened, he walked into a public library on the edge of town. He found an isolated computer terminal in the corner, sat down, and plugged in his ticket to freedom. He opened the interface and carefully typed in his complex, 24-character master passphrase. The application loaded, but when the dashboard appeared on the screen, the balance read absolute zero. Every single coin was gone. Marcus froze. He clicked refresh, assuming the public internet connection was just slow. The screen blinked, but the balance remained a stubborn, hollow zero. He was entirely broke. But the true horror had not yet begun. Suddenly, the wallet interface minimized itself, and a pre-recorded video automatically opened on the library monitor. It was Eleanor, sitting comfortably in the living room of the townhouse, staring directly into the camera. She explained that when her legal trust officially seized the property, they did a comprehensive sweep for hidden assets. One of the victims he had originally scammed happened to be a retired cybersecurity architect. They had found the drive within hours of his eviction. They didn't just drain the funds to add to the restitution pool. They carefully placed the drive right back into the vent. Eleanor's voice was calm and chilling as she revealed the final layer of her trap. They had altered the firmware on the device. By plugging the drive into a networked computer and entering his master password, Marcus had unknowingly executed a silent background script. The screen flashed bright red. Eleanor informed him that the drive was currently transmitting his exact IP address, his physical library location, and the unencrypted decryption keys for all his remaining offshore decoy accounts, directly to the FBI's cybercrime division. Marcus tried to yank the drive out of the computer, But the screen displayed a bold message, "Transmission complete." Panic consumed him. He grabbed his coat to run, but as he stood up, he saw the flashing red and blue lights reflecting off the library's glass doors. Heavy footsteps echoed through the lobby. Karma had not just taken his money. It had used his own greed to lock his prison cell. Next time on Karma's Harvest, we will step inside the courtroom to witness the spectacular final showdown, revealing how the victims secured their ultimate triumph before the judge. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 3 of this incredible conclusion.